Hey, I want to make this video on how to survive in the first 5 minutes, especially if you're one of those players who goes to the high risk, high reward areas. What I'm doing here is I dropped into this town, grabbed a few things, we saw some guys, and I'm hunting them down. So I use open doors and sound to try and track people. We tracked this guy over to this building. We waited here, so I'm coming out. We tried to limit our noise so that we could ambush him. And when he hopped over, he didn't even see us coming. So we moved up into the building and waited for his partner. His partner showed up, and we just started shooting at him. And from this vantage point, there's really not much he could do to stop us. All I had to do was make sure we finished the job. You know, it's interesting. I'm thinking back on this. If the guy had pushed our building, it would have made it harder for us to hit him. Moving away made it easier for us to hit him. So later on, I heard someone enter my building, so I just stopped in my tracks and did not move, hoping I'd get the ambush. So the guy walks up, wasn't even paying attention. I got the easy kill there. And I go ahead and loot him as fast as I can, and I just wait. Wait for his partner. I mean, I probably waited a minute and a half. What's interesting is, if you can use that third-person aiming to ambush people, when people are just running around corners, in the third-person aiming, they look down. They look down and they're not ready to immediately shoot at you. You know, we all do it because of the way that the screen is involved. So the guns I like at the very beginning, when you land, is the DP-28, the Tommy gun, and the Uzi. None of them require sights because it's usually a little harder to find sights. If I do have a sight, I love the AKM. And that's actually, the AKM has become one of my go-to weapons now for just about everything. It's very powerful and, it's getting more accurate as the day goes by. The DP-28 and the AKM, the fact that it shoots at 7.62 ammo, it's just a nasty weapon. So here, moving in and out of cover as much as you can. Moving in and out just allows you to get those shots off, and the other team doesn't know if they need to be, spraying and praying, or do they stop? They don't know what to do. So right here, we have positioned ourselves in a crossfire where we could take out this team. There was a lot of gunfire over here, so we just moved ourselves into this position. And even with my 4X scope, I'm moving in and out of position, or in and out of cover until I get that kill. So here's the thing. This enemy and I, we both ran into this building. I had nothing but a smoke, but I went ahead and threw it just to freak him out. And it worked. He bugs out. He ran right past this Tommy gun. I grabbed it. And then I go ahead and go follow. I know I don't have anything else, but hey, I've got a Tommy gun and he doesn't have anything. So also, start thinking of this. When you use that smoke can mask the sounds of your footsteps. So he didn't even know I was coming up behind him. And so I was able to get that kill on him. And I don't know, it may even not have been the smoke. He may not have been paying attention. But I have been playing with that theory a lot lately, is using the smoke to mask my footsteps. So same thing right here. I'm just watching, waiting for his partner. And then so my partner takes that position as I go ahead and loot some more stuff, since we really just gotten started. And I'm going to flank him. I'm going to come around behind him, try and find a different position. He hears me. He steps outside and we secure that kill. So yeah, look for different opportunities to surprise the enemy. So if you're like me and you're playing on the regular Xbox, not the Xbox One X or the S, but just the regular one, you don't have any of the fancy bells and whistles, look, you can just walk into a building and sometimes nothing is loaded and you can see where all the guns are that you need. Or sometimes you can spawn into or a chair can spawn in on you. But that happens. So right here, my teammate brought the enemy over, and I was able to get that kill. So, use that to your advantage. People think in the first 5 minutes that they can just chase someone down, and that's true. So use that to get kills. So right here, you always need to know what kind of weapon you're using. I'm using an Uzi, so I'm on the outside, and I started thinking, you know what? If I see somebody, I need to be at close range. Anything that's medium range is I'm gonna get slaughtered on. So then when I go ahead and I know I hurt this guy, figure I can just step out and get a couple shots and get the kill. That's exactly what happened. So now my teammates joined me. We know his partner's already here. So if you leave a player knocked, his enemy is going to come after him. And if you kill that player, he has no reason to come and rescue his buddy now. So since I killed that guy, his partner has retreated back, and now it's harder to find him. So that's why I'm kind of fast forwarding this. I know he's probably in this building, but he could be hiding anywhere. I mean, usually people like to hide on stairs, and you've already seen a couple kills where I did that. And sure enough, we find the guy. So what I'm going to use is, since he's just waiting at the top of the stairs, which is kind of weird, I don't see a lot of people do that. I'm just going to start firing and then run up at the same time. But I'm trying to get him to fire, maybe even reload. So look, I start firing early, and he didn't even get a shot on me. It's interesting. He should have opened that door, so if he needed to, he could have stepped in that room. I mean, it happened so fast he couldn't. That's alright. So I'd actually chased this guy all the way across from my first building. And, if you get the opportunity, maybe taunt some enemies or something. I'm trying to be a nice guy, give him a first aid, help him out a little bit. It's a friendly game, right? Anyways, now he has blocked my spot on the stairs because I know his buddy's going to come. We're using him as bait. And he actually has body armor that I don't have, and he's got some other things. So I decide, you know what? I don't want to be trapped right here on the stairs. So go ahead and finish his buddy off, take his stuff. Anyways, these are just a few of the tips that I do is, trying to get better in the first 5 minutes, because sometimes you can get killed. If you get killed a lot in the first 5 minutes, there's no fun. But killing in the first 5 minutes is a lot of fun. Anyways, take care.